Reflect on this last decade from you. You touched on the college experience. You ended up being a college All-American, second-round draft pick to the Warriors. You guys helped build something special. You win 3 titles, Defensive Player of the Year, All-Star, Bad Boy of the League. This last 10 years has been a hell of a run for you. How do you just sit back and kind of reflect on it now that you have time to reflect on it?
Man, it's been, I couldn't have, dreamt this in my wildest dreams, man. Like, growing up in Saginaw, making it to the NBA was just like a far-fetched dream. I don't even know if I could call it a dream. It was just whatever the fuck it was. But it was like, I had this idea of getting there with no clue of how it would ever happen or if it would ever happen. It's just like a little kid growing up. And then not only to get to the NBA as a second-round pick, but to actually have the success that I've had with the championships and All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year and stuff. Honestly, and in my opinion, changing the game of basketball. You know what I'm saying? And not, you know what I'm saying? Not, I think I changed the game of basketball with the help of Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? But I think Steph Curry changed the game of basketball with the help of me. Like, I think it was a match made in heaven. And then all of a sudden, fucking Klay Thompson coming to his own and become top 2 shooters in the world, and us 3 fucking changed the game of basketball forever. Like, I think I could have never imagined this in my wildest dreams, but it's been such a great run. And honestly, being in that run, you don't really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But this year I was able to step outside of that run. You know what I'm saying? And all this year I would just have times where I would just sit back and think, or just chill in my room on the road or at the crib and just think like, I actually just finished a run with the greatest team to ever step on the basketball court.
Crazy.
And I was, a big part of that. Like that, you can see I'm stumbling over my words because it touched me. You know what I'm saying? Like it hit different just to sit back and think about that. Like the NBA, I just spoke on it in the beginning. Like the NBA is fucking huge. Like it's a huge part of the world we live in. And to have the success that I've had in the NBA and to be a part of something so special, man, it means the world to me.
Hey, and to even go a little further, me, you, and Matt, we was all second-round picks. We all the odds was against us coming in. A lot of people didn't really believe us. We were just thrown in the draft at the end. But for you to be where you are now, to have all the accolades, the awards, the championships, and all that, do you ever think back to like how being a second-round pick motivated you to defy all the odds and to prove everybody wrong? Because I know that's what it did for me.
You know what's crazy, bro? I forgot you were a second-round pick. Like, you was so good in the league. Like, you was a fucking dog in the OG. Like, you was a young OG to OG in the league for so long. Like, I fucking forgot. Like, I remember watching you in Indiana. Like, fucking, that's crazy. But being a second-round pick for me, like, I felt like I should have been a first-round pick. I won National Player of the Year. Like Anthony Davis, all those guys was in college the year that I won National Player of the Year. And I went second round. Like, National Players of the Year don't go second round. You know what I'm saying? I went second round, and there's all these questions of ironically, they asked who was I going to guard, which ain't do shit but motivate me. You know what I'm saying? And like, what position was I going to play, which motivated me to do what I've done and try to make positions meaningless. But it was always fuel to my fire. But I said it before, I still to this day can name all guys drafted before me because that shit will never stop driving me. But I said it, being a first round pick just didn't fit my story. You know what I'm saying? Like from college, from high, going all the way back to high school, like I played freshman basketball my freshman year, and then my sophomore year I started every game. You know what I'm saying? But there was a couple freshmen on varsity before me, and I thought I was better. But I played I didn't even play JV, bro. I played freshman. I think the lowest amount of points I scored was 23 that year. And I probably played, like, out of a fucking 32-minute game, I probably played 19 minutes. I got busted everybody's asses. I was pissed off. But, like, and then you go to college, like, my freshman year, I barely played. And then I get to the league, my rookie year, I barely played. My second year, a little more. Like, but in between that is being a second-round pick. being a first-round pick just didn't fit my story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, no disrespect to first-round picks or guys who's, been a first-round pick, but, like, first-round picks are given a lot of shit. Like, they're given
that make a lot of sense, though. You make a lot of sense. That shit don't fit your story. I never heard it like that, but that make a lot of sense. First round didn't fit my story either.
It just didn't fit who I was. Like, they're giving shit. I ain't been giving shit in my life. And they're, like, giving opportunity after opportunity. Like, that organization want them to be great. So that GM could say, I got it right, I told y'all. That didn't fit me. Like, no, I had to go take that GM respect and take
now
that
you talking about
respect.
now you talk about the politics that people don't really understand, man. That shit is crazy. To be able to be a second round pick. We all had our stories, but to be able to crack through finally, and that means we're taking people's jobs. That means, in my situation early in Golden State, they were trading Dunleavy and Murphy. Those are two. Dunleavy was a lottery pick, if I'm not mistaken. Troy Murphy was up there high, too, So for a second round pick to crack into that fucking rotation and line up with all the politics, that shit ain't easy, man. And people don't think about that side of it.
No, it's different. I mean, and for me, like, I was the 35th pick. You had Harrison Barnes, who was the 7th pick, and Festus Ezeli, who was the 30th pick. They were both first-round picks. The Warriors passed on me twice. I just happened to be still sitting there. But, like, both of those guys, and, we did something special together. Our draft class, we kind of view it as, like, was the turning point of this organization. Like, we came in 2012. That was our first year making the playoffs here. And so, we done some special things together. But of that draft class, I am the last one here. But I was the last one picked. And so, just having that fuel to constantly fucking drive me, knowing that not only did they pass me twice, you know what I'm saying, but all the other teams just fucking went past me some. I think one team might have passed me three or four times in the draft. Like, and so that's always been fuel, but fuck them now.
This life was all I ever wanted.
I'm not leaving. Not yet.
I was hoping you'd say that.
We gotta hit the streets, make some money.
People like us must destroy people like him. Buckle up.
Get Showtime free at Showtime.com.